Hey guys, welcome back to Food Aspire Home and Garden, and guess what I decided to do? I put my big girl panties on and I went ahead and started to do this wiring. This wiring made me freaking nervous. Definitely. I was really concerned about doing this, and actually I sat and did this for like several hours on a Saturday. It was crazy. So anyway, we got up into the attic, got to looking around, and I took several pauses and I had to shut the camera off several times because I was like, I wonder if I should have investigated this before I started to do this, because after I got on there and I started thinking and everything else, I'm like, I can mess this really seriously up if I don't do this right, things like that. But then I got things together, took a couple deep breaths, and you know what, it's really not as bad as what I thought it was going to be. And I think I'm going to order some more pot lights, because I think I'm going to put lots of lights in this house actually. So it actually made me so I was less nervous. The only thing that I'm kind of nervous about is that I have gable ends, so it has a pointy roof on it, and so there's a lot of like structure up there that I'm like, I gotta watch out, for it. So anyway, I'm drilling a hole right now, and I messed this hole up. I should actually put the picture in here, but I showed you later. I drew through the wall, or screwed through the wall, and instead of going into the board, I went through the drywall, and that was a big no-no, but that's okay. You know what, it's a really small hole, and I can patch it up. I have to patch some other things up anyway, so I'm really not that concerned about it. After this one, I decided to get my big drill out, and I drilled through the top of where the wood is, in between here, because like you can see the drywall right here, and then like you see that wood piece in there. That wood piece is what I'm supposed to be drilling in. So I took that and I went backwards a little ways. And the thing about it is that I wasn't certain if I was going to be in the middle of the stud or not, but actually it worked out just fine. I got everything in. I actually had to cut 2 holes in the drywall where above the electrical, so that I could actually make this wire go all the way down through. And thinking about it, and as long as I'm really careful and go really slow walking up there, I think I'm gonna be okay. I actually started drilling some pull-out holes, and I figured out where the rafters are in between everything, and you know what? Now I'm kind of motivated to do it. So I got partially done with this whole thing. I had a hard time with my screw gun. I don't really think that this is one that is supposed to be for drilling holes as big as what this one is, this drill bit is for. But it kicked back a couple times, and it's okay. I am not a professional wirer, but you know what, I think I did pretty dang good for somebody who doesn't wire stuff. So I am even I was like, what else could I wire? But actually I'm like, no, there's easier ways to do stuff, and I think that's probably what I'm gonna have to do, is some easy ways of wiring some stuff. So one of the things that I had a really hard time with was fishing this line through all the way down. Oh my god, I got lost in the wall, so that's why I had to drill a couple times, and I had to take this out and go back in and make 2 holes, and I was like, maybe I'm in the wrong spot, I don't know, I can't see it, it's not going through. So there's like, you know what, it's no big deal, there's 2 holes there, not a big deal. Made me have a little bit more room to wiggle around in there, no big deal, it's not going to do anything wrong to the structure, it's fine, stuff happens, no big deal. I learned my lesson, I know what to do now. So you know what, honestly, it's kind of gave me a little lesson. like everything else in life, is giving a lesson where you actually start to figure things out after you look at stuff. Like structurally, I didn't know stuff that now that I know. It's kind of cool. You know, I feel like I could probably do this thing now, and that it wasn't that big of a deal. So I ended up wiring this all the way through. Not actually all the way through. I got to some of my pot lights got done. Not all of them. That's okay. I'm still kind of working out the kinks of placement. I actually ordered, like I said, 12 more pot lights because I feel like there's just not enough light in this area, and I want to make sure that it's well lit and has enough, areas. Maybe I'm out of my freaking mind. Who knows? Or maybe I should just change my structure, or maybe I should have just ordered 6. I don't know. I think it's going to be easier on me if I do it this way, but I don't know, maybe it won't be. Who knows? But I'm taking a leap and I'm doing it, and that's what you have to learn from this. And this is when my camera broke. So yeah, my camera tripod broke. There's the 2 holes that I had to drill to, but I got it through, and it's all the way. There's my mishap. And it's easy patchable. And there's my camera, and it broke. And I glued it the other day, and I'm gonna have to order another one on Amazon, which is another expense, which I think I can deduct it off my taxes this coming year, because I should be able to get monetized this year, hopefully. So anyway, I got my other camera holder out, and this is what I've kind of laid out for the top for all the potholes in the ceiling. I measured everything. It's like 24 3/8, I believe, is the measurement between each rafter, which is weird. And then in between, there's actually some other like wood pieces, so you have to watch out for those too, because that's where the drywall is hooked into the ceiling too. They like double did it, and I think that's awesome. That's great. There's the showbot all over me because I'm laying on the floor. Yes, I laid on the floor to get that picture for you, which is no problem, because sometimes I like to lay on the floor, but my dogs like to kiss me too at the same time. So you're gonna see like a little string thing hanging out from the pothole, and you know what that is? That's a flag. Have you guys ever seen those flags that are for like sprinkler systems? So I have a ton of them, and they're red and they're bright, and actually I thought I would just use those so that when I'm up in the attic, like wiring everything, I can actually like know where it is and remove the insulation. So I thought that was a cool thing for an idea, and I'm not going to take the credit for this one. I did get it from a YouTuber, and I don't remember their names, so if they ever watch my channel, I'm sorry. I don't even remember like where it was or anything else. I was just trying to get some tips and tricks on how to see where your holes were, and that was what I found. So anyway, I thank you for them. I wish I would have left the name somewhere. That way I could give them more credit. Maybe I'll look back and see. I don't know. We'll see. But anyway, I lined these up, and I was like, oh, you know what would be really cool if I put lights right above the TV. So I'm putting 3 lights above the TV. I have a total of 12 of them right now, and I have another 12, I think, coming. So I'm actually going to do more than what I was thinking, and I'll have extra wire to use anywhere else in the house if I have to wire anything extra, which I might. I don't know. We'll have to see, because I have to take out the lamp, and I think, I don't know, we'll have to see how that works too. I'm kind of just want more light in this area. We need tons more light because it is dark and dungeony in this area, and I don't like it. So it's going to look beautified by the time I'm done. I might even put some lights above where I took out the wall too, so we'll see what happens on that one also. So stay tuned for more great fun. Oh, by the way, I didn't finish the video all the way. So you're gonna have to stay tuned for the rest of it because I still have to wire. So thanks for watching today's Food Aspire Home and Garden. I hope you guys are inspired to do something wonderful in your life, no matter what it is, and inspire other people to do something wonderful in theirs. I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend. Thanks for watching, and I hope that my challenges have inspired you to go out and make some wonderful big leaps and challenges yourself, no matter what your skill set is. I think anybody can do this. So stay tuned for me doing more great things and messing up a little bit, you know. We'll see you next time on Food Aspire Home and Garden. Thanks for all the thumbs ups. I appreciate each and every one of you. I appreciate your wonderful comments. I appreciate that. I love the fact that you guys are commenting on stuff. Comment on this video, you know. That'd be great. And also subscribe, because, man, the more subscribers, the more the merrier in the Food Aspire family. I really appreciate you guys. So we'll see you next time on Food Aspire Home and Garden.